Impact Wrestling presents No Surrender.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a qualifying match for the four-way #1 contender bout at No Surrender. Introducing first from Rutherford, New Jersey, Steve Maclin.
Last week, Brian Myers and PCO qualified for the aforementioned four-way that'll go down at No Surrender. The winner of said four-way will eventually challenge for the Impact World Championship. That is something that's been on Steve Maclin's mind for, I don't know, a year?
I was gonna say, are we finally, maybe, in the final steps of Steve Maclin's journey to getting what he feels he's deserved for so damn long? Tonight could be one of those steps.
His opponent from Detroit, Michigan, he is the War Machine, Rhino!
This Sunday, Access TV is bringing back Sunday Night Rocks with the brand new original show, Rockstar Shuffle, the perfect mashup of your favorite rock and roll icons. Then it's an all-new episode of Parking Lot Payday, Motley Crue. Then finishing off the night, a Motley Crue concert. Mark it down and get ready to rock. Right now, it's Rhino set to tangle with Maclin. Later on this evening, the second qualifying matchup for the #1 contendership bout that'll go down at No Surrender will be Rhino's tag team partner. He will clash with Eddie Edwards.
And Tom, you know, earlier today when we saw this match on paper, we kind of throw back, not to reach too far back in history, but talk about Maclin's quest to getting to the main event scene, getting to the World Championship. A lot of it seemed to begin with a match he had with Rhino last year, getting a big victory over the War Machine.
Yeah, it was about 1 year ago that Maclin defeated Rhino with his own gore. That set off a string of victories. He's beaten 9 former world champions, but in his own words, he's been waiting what he feels is the most opportune time to get an Impact World title shot. And let's be honest, there's been key losses for Maclin. Josh Alexander's not exactly shied away. He's put out an open challenge. He's taken on all comers, but Maclin's complained that he's not gotten opportunities at the title.
And lest we forget Barbed Wire Massacre, surviving that absolute war of brutality, Maclin is battle-tested and ready. He just needs the opportunity, one he feels he's deserved for many a month.
Well, and on top of that, Rhino, one of the participants in the Golden Six-Shooter match that went down a few weeks ago that ultimately yielded Rich Swann as the #1 contender to the Impact World Champion. Josh Alexander, come No Surrender, we'll see that matchup. But Rhino was involved because Santino Marella said you have to be a former world champion to compete in the Golden Six-Shooter.
And lest we forget about this as well, our new #1 contender, Rich Swann, is the man at Hard to Kill that Steve Maclin beat, another world champion who fell to the feet of Steve Maclin.
All right, now Rhino could certainly care less about any of that. He's won an ECW World Championship, former NWA World Heavyweight Champion at the first ever Bound for Glory event, beating the Impact Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett to do so. Oh, and now look at this. This is going to be an issue for Maclin as it was, roughly a year ago when they fought. It's getting the mass of Rhino up.
It is not easy to take the man-beast off his feet. But if you're the man-beast, it's a little bit easier to take your opponent off his.
And down goes Maclin. And listen, Maclin has been talking a big game for a while. He could be one core away from getting shut up here, and now rolls out of the ring.
It's not just battle in the mind of a soldier, it's strategy as well, and that was a smart one there from Maclin.
Oh! Rhino with a big right, smashing Maclin into the side of the ring.
Action spilling out here in front of us on the floor. Rhino lighting up Maclin.
The right hand into the post, and Maclin takes advantage, sending Rhino left shoulder first into the post.
And it is broken down here on the outside, Tom.
Who is going to qualify for No Surrender and an inch closer to an Impact World title shot? Maclin and Rhino continues. We are back here on Impact Wrestling on Access TV. It's Maclin in control of Rhino. The winner of this match will join the four-way bout. They'll go down at No Surrender 1 week from tomorrow in Las Vegas to determine the future #1 contender to the Impact World Championship.
As right now, Maclin, in firm control of the man beast.
They're going to No Surrender in a kick out.
And now just unloading on Rhino. It was before the break. The action, it was all Rhino until the action spilled out onto the floor, and Maclin ducked a chop, causing Rhino's fingers to smack into the pole there. And from there, it has been all Maclin ever since.
And also rammed Rhino's shoulder first into the post. And Maclin continues his assault. Maclin believes that Impact management has been refusing to give him an Impact World title shot for reasons that maybe Maclin has only concocted in his head and has even
come on.
Well, and has also cast aspersions to the reigning Impact World Champion, Josh Alexander, for not giving him a title shot. Of course, Alexander doesn't have the authority to do that. Santino Marella nowadays would do that.
No, but it just seems that despite everything, despite the resume, despite the cavalcade of opponents that Maclin is absolutely decimated, what has he done? Or excuse me, what has he not done so far that doesn't deserve at least an opportunity?
Cover to move on to No Surrender, kick out by Rhino.
And finally, he's here getting an opportunity for an opportunity.
And again, would win this matchup and would move on to the four-way matchup that would go down at No Surrender, the winner of which becomes the #1 contender to whomever walks out of No Surrender as the Impact World Champion. Already, Brian Myers and PCO have qualified, still to come tonight. We'll see Rhino's tag team partner Heath battle Eddie Edwards for the final slot in that four-way match at No Surrender.
Right now, Maclin.
Oh! Diving for the headbutt there and missed. Rhino rolled out of the way.
Great timing from Rhino there. The kind of instincts that make him a former world champion. Could he be one again? If he can make his way to that #1 contenders match.
And a big clothesline by Rhino. And now Rhino's starting to build some steam here. Shoulder first right from the midsection.
And the Rhino is rolling, is stampeding.
Belly to belly to move on to No Surrender and a kick out. And now Rhino trying to figure out what he's got to do to get the 3 count to put away Maclin.
I think Rhino, at the end of the day, he knows, we all know what he's got to do. He's got to find an opening to hit that gore.
Now look at Maclin firing off here. Forearm blast right to the face. That sends Rhino to a knee.
It's full automatic.
Maclin.
What?
Spine buster.
And Maclin, just when he thought he'd regained a little bit, a modicum of control, Rhino and Tom, wait, look here. I told you Rhino knew what he had to do. He had to find an opening for this.
The fans are calling for it. Wait for the gore. Maclin saw it coming. Gore from Maclin.
Again.
Cover. And Rhino kicked out. Nearly deja vu from a year ago.
I was gonna say, are we gonna see a little bit of a repeat of history here? But it was not to be. Maclin looking to add a little insult to injury, punch his ticket to No Surrender with style.
Chance of let's go Rhino. Now it's going for the KIA, but Rhino was able to escape.
Wait,
look
what?
at this! A wake-up call! That's Heath's move. Rhino's tag team partner, Maclin, is going to No Surrender.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, Steve Maclin.
As if Macklin's bitterness over his world championship aspirations wasn't enough, clearly just spitting in the face of his opponent here tonight.
And Maclin even saying, oh baby, mocking Heath and mocking Rhino. Maclin is moving on to the four-way match at No Surrender. One step closer to the Impact World title.